I'd like to welcome Sasha Ariel Alston. She is a 19-year-old author. She's also an information systems major at Pace University in New York. Sasha, thanks so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, I'm so excited to talk to you. You are quite the inspiration to so many out there. You're the author of Sasha Savvy Loves to Code, and so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your book, about your motivations behind writing the book, and kind of your plans for the future. So thank you again for joining us. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the book that you self-published? You had this Kickstarter for, and you've been able to put out for us. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the book?
Yes, so I wrote the book Sasha Savvy Loves to Code during my senior year in high school. And so my mom kind of inspired me to write the book because we were just constantly saying that not enough people knew what coding was, and especially like children. So since my mom is an author, she came up with the idea to write a children's book surrounding coding. And so I started senior year, and it took me about 2 years to finish the book, just through like major edits and having a lot of people like read the book and giving feedback. So then I sent it out to agents to potentially have it published. And so I was getting like, I wouldn't say a lot, but I was getting like rejections. And they were kind of giving me like feedback of like what I should change and what I should do. And so I kind of just realized that I should just self-publish the book. So about in January, I launched a Kickstarter campaign to like get pre-orders and to publish the book. And so my goal is $5,000, and in like 4 days, I reached my goal.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that was completely amazing. I was extremely shocked. And so by the end of the Kickstarter, I raised $17,602.
Wow.
And that was also completely amazing as well because I had a feeling that I would reach the goal, but not like exceed it. So that was very awesome.
I mean, how incredible, and for your first endeavor as well. Talk to me just a little bit about what it's been like for you to put your efforts into writing this book, and kind of your motivations behind writing it.
It was very, well, it was kind of difficult actually to write the book just because I never really thought of myself as being a writer, but just like wanting to raise awareness about STEM. So like I did have to go to a lot of like public libraries just to like check out children's books, just to see like how children's books should be formatted and like how do 10-year-olds talk. So like it was kind of difficult, but like my mom was definitely very inspirational with it because since she's an author, she kind of like guided me with like how to write it and just like great feedback. And so like she was the main person that really like motivated me to like finish the book because there's sometimes I just wanted to not really, I didn't like truly care about the book anymore, and I was just like, maybe I don't want to.
I just want to be done with it.
Yeah, because like I was starting my freshman year of college, so I wasn't sure if like I still wanted to like produce the book, but she was just like there throughout the entire time.
Hey, moms are a great inspiration for many, I'll tell you that. So part of this was you wanted to inspire girls to pursue STEM fields and to get them aware about coding. What has it been like for you to be able to provide that inspiration? Because, you know, you look into the field, you look into those fields and there aren't a lot of women, there aren't a lot of people of color. What has it been like for you to now not only to be an inspiration, but to be going into that field yourself?
It's really a great feeling because, like you said, since there's a lack of diversity in terms of gender and race, I feel like them being able to see someone that may look like similar to them is like very good because I didn't see that like when I was starting out trying to pursue the field. Because like I became interested in coding once I had my first internship at Microsoft in 11th grade. So that kind of gave me like a real world experience. And I was just saying that there weren't many girls. I think out of 20, there were like 3 of us. And like, for example, my internship now, I'm the only African American girl. So there's still like a lot that has to be done. But I think it's great that students or like anyone will be able to see themselves in someone based off of the book.
Yeah, and good for you. Why do you think it is important to expand diversity, not only gender, but race as well, in these fields of STEM?
I think because STEM is basically the future. It's like a vital thing for our economy and especially technology because it's just continuing to grow and expand. And like I read an article that in Virginia there were 33,000 jobs unfilled, tech jobs that were unfilled because there's not enough people in the field. So I think it's more beyond than just like getting more. I think it's more beyond than just like saying, oh, people should be in STEM, but it's like a true like issue
Yeah.
in terms of like jobs and all those type of things. So that's kind of like why I think it's very important. And also, I think there's like a stigma of like you would just be like at your computer typing all day, like coding. And that's not necessarily, you don't have to do that if you choose like computer science. Like there's very routes you can go.
And I think that's good too that you're providing this. You're providing a line of people just to show that these jobs are out there and that anybody can pursue it if they're interested. So I think that's cool. And you know what else is really neat, I think, Sasha, is that not only have you provided inspiration in that line, but you've also provided this line of giving a character in a children's book because there aren't a lot of characters of color in children's books. So were you even thinking about that when you were writing the book at all and then finding an illustrator?
Yes, I thought about that definitely because I definitely wanted the character to be African American and I kind of wanted it to be similar to how I looked when I was 10. So like it kind of looks like how I did when I was younger. But I thought that was very important because just growing up I didn't see like a lot of books that like reflected what I looked like. And if they were African American, they may have not necessarily been my color. So I thought that was like very important. And so we ended up choosing an illustrator named Vanessa Brantley Newton, and she was amazing to work with. And so she really like brought the characters out, and like I just showed her like one picture of how I looked when I was younger, and then she just came up with that, and it was great. So I really liked working with her.
Oh, I'm glad that it was a good experience. The illustrations are absolutely gorgeous. I love the family story. It's really neat. The pictures are beautiful. The story is really neat as well. So you did a really good job with that. And I think it's important. Not only are you encouraging kids through this story, but you've provided inspiration in so many ways. So you're tackling internships. You're in college. I'm kind of wondering, now you have a book under your belt. Do you have any other plans you think for the future to do any other books?
Yes, I definitely want the Sasha Savvy character to actually be like a book series.
Cool.
So now I'm in the process of like start trying to figure out what the next book will be about and also like what kind of product that I should make. Because I want it to be like a full brand and even potentially a TV show, like somewhat similar to Doc McStuffins.
Yeah.
So I want to like expand the brand, but also like eventually I would like to have my own startup that has like an app with it, but I'm not sure what about yet.
Well, you're only 19, so I think you have some time to figure it out. But you have your hands in a lot of endeavors, so good for you. So you kind of mentioned a couple things there with that. What are your plans? Are you going into what year of college are you going into?
I'll start my junior year.
Junior year. Okay, good for you. So what kind of are your plans for the future as you continue working your way through school? Do you have set goals?
Well, definitely with regarding internships because I'm at my seventh internship, and so by the end of my college career, I would like to have 10.
Wow.
And so that's one of my goals. But also, since I'm a transfer student at Pace, I would like to like be more involved in like clubs and volunteering and just things surrounding like school related things. Just because I've really been focused on the book, but I would like to do more things surrounding like school per se because I transferred there like spring in January.
Well, good for
So
you.
that's Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to have some fun in college as well too. You should have that experience. Have a little fun as well. What is it like for you? I know that you have done some public speaking. You've obviously done some media, but what has it been like for you to go and do public speaking and talk with children? What has it been like for you to be an influence?
It's been really great, but I definitely got out of my comfort zone because I'm extremely shy. I'm an introvert, and so like I really don't like this year has made me be able to speak to a lot of different people and kind of help with my public speaking because I was just not that like outgoing. But now I seem to like be doing much better. But it's definitely been great to speak to the students because, like I said before, they're getting the perspective of someone that like looks similar to them and may have gone through similar things. And so because I've only talked to like middle school age versus like people geared towards my book audience.
Yeah.
It's been really I really enjoyed it, and they seem to enjoy like me speaking to them as well, and they said that's very inspiring, and they want to pursue the field now.
Great. Well,
Like,
Sasha, I'm so glad that I had a chance to speak with you today. Where can people find your book if they're interested?
so you can actually find the book on Amazon, Goodreads, and Barnes and Noble for now, but in the future I would like it to be in multiple bookstores.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. Sasha Savvy Loves to Code is the title, and we have really appreciated speaking with you, Sasha Ariel Alston. You're finishing up this current internship, and you have a little bit of a summer vacation, so I hope that you can enjoy it.
Right. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, Sasha, appreciate it, and keep us updated on the next book, okay?
Okay, will do.
All right, take care.